The Netherlands and its long history of wind power and land creation has been massively influential in the way people and societies interact with the environment. While the nation has grown and evolved since its days of milling grains and evacuating water with windmills, the triumphs and challenges of sustainability in the Netherlands can still provide an important source of information for the further development of sustainable energy in the United States, as well as the rest of the world.
So there are some things that are very sustainable here, and I think these kinds of the things like all the bicycles give Amsterdam and the Netherlands this image of sustainability, right? So bikes are a big element of it, I would say. Mm-hmm. The other big element is the kind of the historical use of windmills, and these are kind of the images that are very nicely packaged and exported, and then that's the perception of outsiders of what Netherlands is about.
Use of renewables in the Netherlands as a percent of total consumption is the third lowest in the European Union, with around 6% as of a 2015 report, compared to over 50% in Sweden. Additionally, much of the Netherlands' supposedly renewable energy comes from the burning of biomass, a process which releases carcinogens and other health hazards into the atmosphere.
We can do more than incineration. We should look more from a circular economy perspective. The current situation with, if you look at the energy mix in the Netherlands, it's less than 10%, I think, of energy that comes from windmills. So that's an example where this kind of image of sustainability is based on a historical situation that's no longer the reality. Some of the industries in the Netherlands are incredibly unsustainable and incredibly carbon intensive. So that would be things like the ports, things like the Schiphol airport.
Fortunately, the Dutch are showing interest in practicality-based investment in wind power and other sustainable technology. Their wide use of bicycles throughout urban environments has made a great impact on the development of public spaces and the reduction of transportation-related carbon emissions. According to the 2015 Global Wind Report, a majority of Dutch citizens would be willing to invest more in wind power.
One example is this idea that the city is doing so much to encourage electrification of transport. And you guys have probably seen all these electric vehicle charging stations in the city, which is one of the highest rates in European cities. And so the city had a big subsidy program also to encourage people to buy electric vehicles. How can you make the right behavior cheap and convenient? And I think it's really amazing the way Amsterdam's kind of achieved that with cycling. And I'm kind of always thinking, how can you do that with other topics?
With more and more Dutch people becoming aware of their power to have a positive impact on the environment, they're reclaiming their historic role in developing more wind, including, recently, the construction of one of the largest offshore wind farms in the world. The spirit of Dutch development can and should be applied in the United States. Historically, the Dutch understood that wind was an asset for them, much as we Americans should apply our abundance of open land suitable for solar and wind farms, as well as existing dams available for retrofitting hydropower. With this responsibly resourceful and diverse approach to energy, we, too, in the United States, can change our environment for the better.